I am Dana Malcolm. This is your midday edition of Top Stories for Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Coming up, the news that matters most.
Everyone can now pay online with the National Health Insurance Board. Employers, self-employed, students, voluntary contributors, or even pensioners making contributions for their dependents. Simply visit nhip.tc. Register for the e-services, submit your calculator, and pay directly through our e-services portal. Payments are easier with the National Health Insurance Board. Building a healthy nation, one person at a time.
Another American tourist, this time a senior citizen, has been caught with ammunition at the country's borders. 72-year-old Michael Lee Evans, a Texas native, was released yesterday, Wednesday, on $10,000 police bail. He is to return to the TCI courts on the 19th of December. Reactions are already pouring in from residents who are concerned about the less harsh sentences given to tourists caught with ammunition or firearms and locals who commit the same crimes. The Attorney General of the Turks and Caicos is currently working on legal processes to guide the courts on the delivery of sentences relating to this. The Royal Turks and Caicos police are looking for a group of suspected criminals on unrelated offenses. Listed as wanted on December 12 were 32-year-old Dorlans Zamor, he's wanted for a case of theft. 60-year-old Lawrence Jones of Venetian Road, wanted on a commitment warrant. 33-year-old Jonathan Handfield of Q-Town, also wanted on a commitment warrant, and 47-year-old Ginny Benjamin of Matilda Way 5 Keys, wanted in relation to a firearm offense. Caribbean countries want to get regional disaster coverage as Jamaica's finance minister says he's receiving interest in the country's proposal of a regional catastrophe bond. Speaking to Reuters in June, Nigel Clark, Jamaican Minister of Finance, said he had been courting the Bahamas, Barbados, and other countries to join in on creating the regional bond that would pay out money to countries affected by natural disasters. Jamaica signed a similar historic bond agreement with the World Bank in 2021 for $185 million. The Caribbean only just came out of the fourth most active season ever. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
At Fortis TCI, we're committed to diversifying how we produce energy by integrating more alternative energy sources. We've conducted several comprehensive studies over the years to guide our decision-making, including a wind study to help determine the best energy mix to meet the country's current and future energy needs. We continue to use smart, strategic investments in solar energy and are exploring lower carbon-emitting fuels, such as natural gas. We own and maintain 18 rooftop solar energy systems at partner properties across the community that feed renewable energy back to our grid. We're constructing TCI's first solar-powered microgrids and introducing battery energy storage technology to help offset when the sun isn't shining. Once our microgrids come online, North and Middle Caicos will be 30% solar-powered and Salt Key 91% solar-powered. Over time, these steps will help to reduce the impact of global fuel price shocks on local energy costs and lower our carbon emissions. The transition to alternative energy sources requires major investments, sustainability partnerships, and a reform of regulations that govern the utility sector and shape the energy landscape. And while we're transitioning, the scale and speed at which we do has to balance many things, including affordability and ensuring we maintain our reliability to keep power flowing whenever you need it.
If you are the type to enjoy a smoke, there's one Turks and Caicos small business that you love. Here's Balfour Cigars.
We import all of our tobacco from the Dominican Republic, and as you can see, we handcrafted here on island. Miguel is our master roller. He's been rolling cigars for over 35 years.
You can find them on TripAdvisor at Balfour Cigars, and cigars are available in the main gift shop at Beaches, Turks and Caicos. The Sandals brand was recognized as a top performer recently in the global iteration of the World Travel Awards. They captured 4 awards, including World's Leading All-Inclusive Company, World's Leading All-Inclusive Family Resort brand, that went to Beaches, World's Leading All-Inclusive Resort, Sandals Grenada, and the World's Leading Caribbean Attraction Company, that went to Island Routes. Sudan has reached crisis levels of food insecurity according to the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, or IPC. Approximately 37%, or 17.7 million people across the country, are experiencing high levels of acute food insecurity. Blamed for this increase is the intense conflict and organized violence coupled with the continued economic decline. After disagreements about the strength of the COP28 agreement to phase out fossil fuels sent the conference into overtime Tuesday night, a new deal has been drafted. The draft calls for a transition away from fossil fuels but does not mandate a phase-out. The first deal, presented by Sultan Al Jaber, COP28 president and UAE state oil company head, had caused an uproar because of its, quote, gross insufficiency, according to some countries. That is it for this edition of the news. I am Dana Malcolm. Thank you for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.